back. Seems like I never left. Still adding my ridges. Remind myself which way I'm going with these ridges. The idea that I had for these. And this part of it actually came last night. I was lying in bed, this morning, rather, thinking about it, what I was going to do next. And I had the idea already about doing the ridges, but I kind of refined the idea. Originally it was going to be more like leaves, and I thought, you know what, I'm not really interested in creating an eggplant, just using that as a motivation. Sometimes I think it's better not to stick too closely. You don't want to kill the creativity of it. After all, that's what it's all about. And that belief is exactly why I don't want to be a production potter. I don't have what it takes to do repetitive pieces. It's a knack to be able to do something repeatedly. First, it's hard because you're coming up with a good design. And on top of it, you're repeating that design. Not easy to do. I tried. I've tried several times in my life to do things like that. It always ends up becoming, I don't know, I just can't do it. I don't know if it's wrong that it's boring, it's just I can't do it. See what I'm doing. I'm adding a ridge up and a ridge down. This will be carved out on top and added in here, and then reverse here. It'll be carved at the bottom and added in here. So my ridge is kind of one up, one down, all the way around. I like these little wire tools, these wire loops and stuff for a lot of this stuff, but I think I need to make my own because I want different shapes and different sizes and I just aren't available. Okay. Use the ribbon lot for this part of it. Combination of smoothing and taking away, kind of gouging out. At this point I don't worry about it. Like I just put a nick in there, I'll wipe it a little bit, but I go over the whole thing pretty carefully at the end. Because it's thicker, the clay, I spend more time. I try to take away more than adding. Adding is, I don't want it thicker. I already have that thickness. But I kind of have that in mind at the end. Or I should say at the beginning, so that I know, like, I'm not going to be, like, taking away a lot in a certain area, so I keep that in mind. So when I'm first doing my shaping, I take a lot away there. Then, this is where it gets a little tricky as far as maneuvering. I'm thinking with the camera too, but basically scraping away. Size-wise on pieces, I kind of like working on mid to smaller pieces. Not miniature, but I don't know. It's the whole, attitude about, bigger is better, and people making huge pieces. There are some pieces I might make larger, but it's not. And it's just like when I look at it on like eBay, which I hate, but looking on eBay, people sell paintings, and you always see them, a bunch of them, huge wall painting, huge, 35 by whatever, you know, and it's like, who gives a crap? And there's people that do the opposite, you know, these little teeny paintings that they have, these little postage stamp things. They have initials for them. I don't even know what the hell they are, but miniature something collectible. They're like stamp size. What's the point? That you can make it small? That's great, but that alone is not enough. It shouldn't be. And then they sell them for like $2.99, and they sell a lot of them, and they're happy doing it. It just really rubs me the wrong way. I think it's insulting to art in general to use gadgets to sell your art. It can't stand on its own. In a way, I feel that about some glazes. You know, like I like looking at Raku, but it bothers me that it sells so well because it's Raku. And I look at the pieces and I think, man, you might as well just mold that out of a repetitive mold, not even a one-off, just over and over, because you know they all look the same. And you know, happy accident. Okay, so you glazed it, and the fire and the temperature change and all the things that you learned how to do, granted, they made the piece. I'm not totally against it. I like looking at it. But I don't know. It just seems too convenient. Although I may do something just to have something to sell someday. Who knows? So I don't criticize their decision to do it. I criticize the people that buy it just because it's Raku. Sure flies when you're making videos. I'm going to take a break from the videos for a little bit and finish this piece up. And then let it dry a little bit and come back this afternoon and do some more. Probably post these this evening. Of course, if you're watching, you already know that. See you later. Thanks for watching.